Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 5 catches, 89 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. First carry for James Conner. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Here's Connor on the read option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Try to power it in with Arma. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me,
the Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Second and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen pass to Connor. And fights through one man. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw here. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. For the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to counter underneath. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. He's got to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Mac Jones, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Trey Lance, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Deshaun Watson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
They run with Edmonds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 34. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, it's Connor, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cards are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sly set to boot it. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Deshaun Hand able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eddie Goldman, his second sack of the night.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. But he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Charles Harris in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the right hash, this from 48. Sanders' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Second down at 4. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cardinals on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw, and he'll let this go deep for Lazard, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week.